Hey guys, what's up? Anger Banjo here. We're jumping back into our blind playthrough of Chrono Trigger. We're currently playing the game on Steam, which is on the PC. We just took down Slash. We took him down twice, actually, now that we think about it. Needless to say, we're getting ready to go find Ozzy and our next, I guess we could say our next victim. And that would be, who was it? It was Flea. And yes, both of those characters are named after, I guess we'll call it the rock musicians from, I guess, yeah, Red Hot Chili Peppers is Flea, and Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath. And then, of course, we have, you know, Slash from Guns N' Roses. So we're taking these guys down. We got to slowly make our way through here, take down some enemies as we progress, all on the way to take down the Fiend Lord himself. And hopefully we're able to do that. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that today. If I'm correct, there is a bit of, like, I want to say there's a bit of things that we actually have to go through and take care of before we can get to him. Because we have to take down Ozzy and Flea. So we're just slowly making our way back down past where we originally were in the game here. And there we go, up this tunnel here. And of course we're going to have to go through and pretty much fight all these enemies here. And the kids turned into slimes. So if you guys remember earlier, the slimes, we can't fight the slimes using regular basic methods. We actually have to use our magic skills. So we're going to wipe these guys out relatively quickly by using our Lightning 2. Lightning 2 is the next level for the skill and allows us to actually target all enemies instead of just the one, which is very beneficial to us right now. And is these guys going to transform in front of us? Yeah, so we're gonna have to pretty much fight everybody in this in this room here as we make our way forward to get to the Fiend Lord. It's very dramatic to see people that our characters know and I guess care about, so to speak. We see them turning into like fiends and monsters. We should have expected that though when we were actually playing earlier in the game, and we saw that when we were saving not Nadia, the original Queen, back in the very beginning of the game with Frog. In case you guys haven't picked up on that, yes, looks like that one enemy though back there was immune to magic skills. We had to use physical skills. So it looks like throughout the game, so this big purple bluish thing, we have to use physical attacks on him. The rest can probably be taken out with magic if need be. I don't know if it's a color-based situation here, but we're just going to kind of be safe and just do what we did in the last fight. And it's not like we're trying to really just shake things up here. I just want to kind of get past these fights because, like, I know where you see Chrono's already at 19 for his MP. I don't know if we're going to need our MP, really need it, for when we're in an upcoming fight with either Flea or Ozzy, whoever's the next mini-boss or, like, sub-boss encounter that we're going to get in a few seconds here. Let me see if we have any items that will actually increase. So yeah, we do have some mid-ethers. We take 2 of those. We still have a decent amount left, so we'll still be able to use it. So we'll still have some left. But now Chrono's mother is going to turn into a fiend. That's not good. And it's not like they turn into one fiend. They turn into like a whole group of fiends, which is crazy. Like, it's a little insane if you ask me, but I mean, that's just how they have the game set up. So, right now, we obviously took all of them down with our single attack there. So now we just focus on taking down the sorcerer with just a few basic physical attacks, and now we can go up these steps. I don't think we're going to get an item from Flea, because with Slash, we got a sword, which I believe we just slapped on the Chrono right away. This sequence here is actually does not seem to be very, I I don't want to say it's intense, but that was pretty easy. I'm going to think that's a trick. And Flea was the bat the whole time. I don't understand this dialogue here. Dialogue made no sense. They pretty much just said, she, and they accepted that it was a she, and then it's like, yeah, he, and I'm like, wait, what? What the hell is going on here? It does look like Flea is a dude, a very effeminate dude, which if I was Flea in the Red Hot Chili Peppers, I'd probably take some offense to it. I don't know how much offense I would literally take from it, but there would definitely be some I'd have to take at this point in time. But it looks like we're going to be getting into a fight. I think this fight's actually going to be pretty on... it's going to be on the tougher side. If we remember, our Slash fight was not easy. It was a little frustrating near the end, especially when we got to that second phase. I like this. This is actually pretty cool. Definitely reminds me of those like late 90s, early 2000s computer screensavers. I'm all for that. I am all for that vibe, guys. Not gonna lie, I'm really in like complete support of that old school look there. I don't know if there's a legit strategy for taking down Flea. If the X strike will be used in the last fight is going to be a very, I guess I would say a sound strategy. I can't say for certain. I don't want to just try to take a guess at it and just kind of stab in the dark. But we do want to be able to get through the fight without really, dying or having to go through a game over or something along those lines. So right now, we're going to kind of spam the same basic moves over and over again. We're going to try doing the dual tech, which is going to be your X strike move here. And I'm not going to lie, if we can get past here, all we would have left to worry about is Ozzy and the Fiend Lord. And we're looking like we're in great shape. I think we're in great shape right now. And let's see. I'm still trying to figure out what we need to do here. If there's anything in particular, like I said, that's going to do maximum damage. Our goal here is to do as much damage to our enemy as we can. And if we could do more damage per turn by, say, doing, the X strike or doing a spell or whatever. Because if you remember, we really need to focus on doing more so doing, our X strike over and over again on... I'm having a hard time remembering his name. On Slash. So we do want to make sure we're able to kind of do everything we can without really having, everything just kind of falling apart on us. And we're getting there. I don't know how much HP these guys have. That's the worst part, is we don't know how much, HP these guys have. So they could have a lot of HP. They could have, no HP. I really do think they probably have a decent amount of HP, though. You see, we actually did take down Flea there. And now all we have to worry about right now is Ozzy. And I'm not 100% sure if Ozzy's going to be tough or if Ozzy's going to be relatively easy. I don't know what to expect. Because like I said, we've never played this game before. It's really hard to kind of figure out what it is we're doing in this game. But if we progress back to that main central hall, I would imagine that we would have that. I guess it's the pathway open down the center. Like I said, we've never played this game, so I'm definitely flying blind here, and I do want to avoid talking to these people because I don't want to get into another fight. And there we go. See? That is exactly what I'm talking about, and that is actually not a save spot. I thought that was a save spot. It actually is a teleport, which is another pretty interesting thing. Is that the game kind of teleported us to another area of the Fiend Lord's castle. So, use Cure. We're going to get into some encounters here. Well, we got to find Ozzy. That's going to be our primary objective right now. Because once we take him down, we'll be able to start focusing on the Fiend Lord, which is going to be really helpful for us as a whole. I take a look at our level right now, as we saw previously when I pulled up the menu screen. We're at level 27, which is actually pretty good. If I'm thinking about it, I don't know. The game does go to level 99. I know that for certain. But the question is, do you really need to be at level 99 to beat the game? And for every source I've seen, the answer is no, you don't need to be level 99. There's no need to actually kind of rush through and hit that, that plateau. You don't really have to take all that time and do it. We might do it, we probably won't, but if we do it, it'll be off screen. We won't force anyone to really watch anybody really hardcore grinding out levels here. That's not always the most fun for people to watch. Like I said, I have a tendency usually when we play an RPG or a game like this, we do tend to have our characters at the maximum level in order to complete the game. I've done games before where I haven't been at level 99 by the end, and there's nothing wrong with it. It just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel natural to not be at level 99 from my perspective. My point of view says being level 99 is the right choice. It's the right thing to do. You hit that level, you feel good about yourself, you used your time, and you really just grinded it out. Here, we could hit level 60, 65, and be fine. And a lot of the games, that level 60 is actually a good place to be at. The higher levels, I've beaten tons of RPGs as well, where I'm at a lower level as well. You don't need to really be at that maximum level and have every single piece of statistic maxed out. Some people just like doing that, and after doing that in Persona 3, 4, and 5, and then Golden and Royal, it's just a habit that I have. It's just something I have to do, and it is like I said, it's just something we do out of habit. And I know the issue with this game is a lot of the layouts, a lot of the designs, they're not really they don't stand out as much. They're not very unique. We finally got to the end of the hallway here, and we found Ozzy. Logic would say that this is going to be where we fight him. I feel like that's not going to be the case, but logic would say, here we go, let's fight Ozzy. I'm going to take you out. So let's talk to him. And he runs away. See, that's kind of what I got from his character, and now it looks like this. We get this little, I guess it's a puzzle, really? And with the way the game's kind of set up, it's kind of hard to determine how it's set up. So pretty much we have to kind of time our running here to avoid getting guillotined. For some reason, Marl does not get guillotined there. We just got an item, a piece of equipment called, where was it? It was, There we go. Dark Mail. Pretty good magic defense. Decent against regular defense, which is pretty good. So we'll be able to use that, and that's going to be a great thing for us to have as a whole. And we're going to be able to just kind of switch over some equipment here and get our characters to have the right stuff. So you see, we want to make sure we don't get hit with that. Now Ozzy's going to do the stereotypical villain thing, and that's increase their speed. And of course, the last one's going to be a tough one. And now we actually catch up to him, and obviously it's not going to work out well for one of us. Deathclaw. I feel like that's probably a weapon for... yeah, Robo. It's a better weapon than what we have. So like I said, we might not have to buy actual weapons or equipment in this game, since it feels like the game is kind of handing them to us, which is awesome. At the same point in time, having those, I guess we'll call them items, like I said, equipment, being handed to us, versus having to like spend all our in-game currency trying to get it. I like that, and at the same time I don't like that, because like you're getting better equipment throughout your playthrough, which is obviously something that's supposed to happen, but you get really good equipment? I don't know. So there we go, we took down that guy. I didn't see this guy back here. I didn't know if that back guy was going to be an enemy we have to fight, or if he's just there in another encounter situation. But it looks like he's one of the guys that we actually have to use magic on. So we're gonna do that. Let's see, does magic do more to him? Magic does more damage to him. He does guard against physical attacks, so we have to watch out for that. So that should take him out. This guy's got a lot of HP for a regular baseline enemy. That's kind of worrisome. I'm not going to say it's worrisome. It's just kind of curious that he has a high HP. Now, obviously, with that ball thing, we obviously can avoid the encounter with it if we go down that ladder, which is interesting. I know there are people who play these kind of games and they don't like the fighting in the games and they just avoid it at all costs. I like, if the game has great combat, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna grind it out. I'm gonna put experience in the game. We're gonna get our money's worth. And now that I've said this so many times before, is that I personally feel that RPGs as a whole give you the best bang for your buck. Yeah, a multiplayer game like Call of Duty, you might get your money out of if you play 50, 60 hours on your multiplayer map. And I took your sports games might give you a decent amount of money too, but in the long run, what games may give you the most amount of actual playtime? If I take a look at some of the games that we've played in 2020 on the PlayStation, it'll actually give me a list of my PlayStation 4 titles. If I pull up on the PlayStation 5, it gives me a list of all my games that we've played. And Persona 5 Royal, 300 plus hours. The Witcher, 170 hours. Ghost of Tsushima is my third most played game this year according to PlayStation, the PlayStation 5, at 100 hours. So we've got 3 games well over 100 hours, and then you have several games like 50, 60 hours. So it's interesting how it all works, and, you know, I mean, it is an interesting thing. Excuse me, got a bit of a cold going on right now. This is interesting. The save point turned into an enemy encounter. I did not expect that to happen. At least it doesn't have a lot of HP, so we don't have to worry as much about it. Still have no idea what we're doing, so either that's going to be an actual save point here, which is fantastic here for us because we'll be able to save the game. I do want us to try to take down Ozzy today. That is our ultimate goal today. I knew we weren't going to be able to take down the Fiend Lord. He's probably going to be a tough fight. I feel like we're probably going to be considered to be under-leveled for him, but it's worth a shot. Wait, hold on. Where the hell is the thing we need to get out of here? You gotta be kidding me. I have no idea where we're actually going at this moment in time. It has to be this one, yeah. So what I don't like about this is the floor kind of collapsed underneath us, and that to me is considered a little on the frustrating side because now we have to be very careful. And you see we kind of stepped on one. You don't know. And now we kind of have to figure out and kind of guess because we're going to have one's going to be a save spot, one's going to be a way for us to go back, and then there's the other one which is going to be an encounter. So we really have sort of a 33% chance of getting screwed over whenever we run into those things. Unless there's 4 of them, then it would probably be 50-50 just to be on the safe side of our calculations here because obviously, you know, that's probably the safe spot. Yeah, that's a safe spot. Meaning this one here is probably going to take us back up. No, it's another fight. So, like I said, it's probably a 50-50 chance here, which makes the odds even less in our favor than if it was that, you know, 33% chance, because then we have 66% chance of being either the safe spot or the teleportation spot. So it's going to be this one. This one's going to take us back up here. Now we got to, like I said, we have to be careful. We're going to kind of go around here. And we found one more. Damn it. I was trying to figure out if we just walked on it if it would work and take us back, but apparently that's not the case. So we're going to have to fight our way through here. I don't like that. I don't even think this fight gives us a lot of experience points, which I don't like about that. We did get some gold. We get a little bit of tech points. And we did figure out recently what tech points are for. Tech points actually help our party members gain new abilities, such as, you know, Ice 2 or whatever the special maneuver is. And we got lucky there with the first one being the one that takes up here. Now this is going to be annoying, because now we're kind of having to kind of guess the pattern here. Another fight. I don't like guessing the pattern. If I know what the pattern is, we're gonna be fine, but I don't know the pattern. So we're kind of just taking a stab in the dark right now, and I don't like that at all, to say the least. It's hard to believe that we've in terms of console gaming, we've reached like the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and S, which is like the 5th generation of PlayStation console, and I think the 4th one for the the 4th one for the Xbox. And people are still playing games from Super Nintendo. Like, we're still playing these older games, and that really, I don't know if that's like saying that, you know, these newer consoles aren't as in demand, or if it's saying that, you know, I guess these games are timeless. But this looks like a great place for us to call it break, guys. Next time we're going to take down Ozzy. Make sure you guys come back later for more of our blind playthrough for Chrono Trigger. My name's been Anger Banjo. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.